Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by talking about the movies, shows, uh, theme parks, programs, whatever the case may be. So for this video, I'll be responding to another podcast from these individuals who have an account on SoundCloud. He would talk about various things, I guess trying to be funny about it, but then at the same time honest or whatever, and just give their own two opinions on some things on what they deemed to be, I guess you can say, important enough. Of course, it's kind of like blogging in some ways, which is fine, I guess, but this, of course, can be Frozen related, obviously. And just to be clear, I don't care if she's a lesbian. That doesn't bother me. Uh, Her sexual orientation, fine, whatever. Not that I'm agreeing that she is, because the movies never implied that she is in any shape or form, and it was never confirmed. That's what I'm getting at. I'm basing my information on the movies themselves. I'm not talking about no theories, no fanfic, no fan art, none of that. I'm just going by what the movies had established the character as, is what I'm saying. So as a result, since they never had her be set up in such a way, I'm just gonna just guess that she's not a lesbian. She's just straight because the movies never set up in any kind of way. Not that it really matters to begin with, because it doesn't matter. Her sexual orientation never amounted to anything, like at all. In the grand scheme of things, it her sexual orientation amounted to nothing, like at all. So straight by whatever. Why bring it in if it's not going to amount to anything? I'm talking about in the narrative sense, plot wise. When it comes to story structure, if it's not going to amount to nothing, if it's not going to benefit the overall adventure in any shape or form, then don't bring it up. I'm saying don't just shoehorn it in there, is what I'm saying. But with that being said, let's have a listen, shall we?
6:07, good morning. It's the Coast Morning Show with Blake and Eva.
Morning? Huh. It's 1 in the morning. And I'm doing this. Alright, I should be at bed right now, but okay.
Well, I said scandalous, though. It's really not scandalous, but it's very interesting. There is some speculation that Elsa from Frozen is a lesbian.
No shit.
We have some rumors, speculations that Elsa is a lesbian. Why you gotta say it like that? Ugh.
Whoa!
Really? Now why?
Could the Snow Queen find someone who melts her heart?
Did you take you all day to come up with that?
There's a feminist blogger who says,
That seems stereotypical. If you're a feminist, therefore lesbian.
Disney should hashtag give Elsa a girlfriend.
Just because a lot of fans want her to be a lesbian doesn't mean it's gonna happen, no matter how much they beg.
And this is all over Twitter now.
Well, technically, it's been all over Twitter. It's not some sort of recent trend. Like I just said a moment ago, the first Frozen film came out almost 10 years ago. So, yeah, not exactly recent, really. Ugh.
Hashtag give Elsa a girlfriend. Because I guess a lot of people... I still haven't seen Frozen, which is so bad. I'm like the only one.
You have not seen the first Frozen film, and yet you want to make a statement about this hashtag?
That doesn't make sense.
Well, you haven't seen it, right? No. We've got to be the only radio show in America that doesn't have at least one person on it who's seen Frozen.
I don't care.
But I guess Elsa struggles with her identity and she hides it. And it's supposed to be kind of a metaphor for coming out.
Yeah, her true self is coming out. But it's not in the same way that you're talking about.
So, this blogger wrote a whole thing for MTV.
And
kind of encouraging Disney to open the closet door on the first LGBT Disney princess.
Technically, she's queen. How is everyone getting that wrong?
Really? Mm-hmm. Like in the sequel? There is a Frozen sequel coming.
Right.
Yeah. It's actually pretty common practice that if a film is successful at the box office, typically studios will make a sequel. That's been around for ages.
Frozen 2, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Boy, that would be
big
kind of revolutionary for Disney.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, it never happened. Newsflash, she was never a lesbian, ever. Not even in a sequel. And here's the thing. Okay, she's a lesbian, and what? There has to be more to the character than her sexual orientation. Okay, she's a lesbian. And what? And what? Is that it? That's all we're going to talk about? The whole personality, her character traits. Does she have any hobbies? Maybe she has a favorite book. What kind of music she likes. Stuff like this. You need to build character. Being lesbian is not a character trait.
Right?
In Arendel's fair kingdom, a ruler did appear, born with a secret power so great. Alone, she stayed in fear. Although the force was hidden, one day she let it go, and all the land was covered in eternal ice and snow.
Secret power.
So
secret
anyway,
power is
as they
lesbian.
were saying.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting though, because
What's so funny?
I mean, well, there have been a lot of Disney. There's a lot of people have said that some of the Disney characters represent in many ways. Not
Again, just because a lot of fans said so, doesn't mean it is.
Not just the LGBT struggles with your identity, but kids who are having a hard time, getting picked on for their differences.
Right.
It's always been like something that celebrates differences, So I get that, but I wonder if it's not supposed to be just a more overarching thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Specifically that she's a lesbian.
Honestly, folks, if I were the director of these movies, I would just have her be a lesbian and somehow make that amount to something in the grand scheme of things. And if anybody gets offended by that, well,
who gives a And I don't know if I like that being, the first LGBT out Disney character being a snow queen.
Why would that be a problem? I mean, okay, she got a snow queen. Not that she's exactly a queen of snow, really, but you could just say queen. But what would be the problem? I mean, really? Ugh.
You know what I mean? She sounds kind of cold.
Just because she has ice powers, that makes her cold. What?
Oh, but she can sing.
But she can sing, but what's with you people pointing out the obvious? I don't know.
Oh, that Elsa. Oh, yeah. She's a lesbian. She's cool, but she's kind of a B.
Okay, I still don't know how she's cold, but she's kind of a B? You mean bitch? Oh, this is definitely one of my pet peeves when it comes to people. If you're gonna swear, swear! Don't use censored swear words. Damn it, if you're gonna swear, then swear. Oh, that's annoying.
You want your
she's a
warm and
snow
fuzzy
queen.
first lesbian?
I want a warm and fuzzy. I want, yeah. Like
like
Ariel.
Ellen. Oh.
Woman fuzzy. I still don't know where you get this code from. Elsa, I mean, okay, she's awfully different compared to her younger sister, Princess Anna. Elsa is definitely more closed in, at least in the first movie, compared to her sister, who is very optimistic. But these people are not explaining anything.
Dory. Well, but Dory's not a lesbian. Dory's a...
The Little Mermaid, I didn't like that movie. I thought Little Mermaid was pretty okay. Little Mermaid was an okay movie. And just because Dory was Dory from the Finding Nemo and Finding Dorothy. Just because she's been voiced by a lesbian doesn't mean the character's a lesbian. It doesn't make any, again, not making sense.
Just a fish. She's played by a lesbian, but she's just a fish.
No kidding. What's with you pointing out the obvious? Didn't I just ask that? Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Ariel would be a good lesbian.
How?
She'd be like a lipstick lesbian.
How?
You know, with those clams on her boobs.
What? Seashells on her breasts equals, lipstick lesbians? You realize she's 14, right, in the film?
Okay, Ariel. She's the one in the sea. Little Mermaid.
Right.
Okay. Let's get my princesses mixed up.
How do you not remember that?
No, I know. Ariel. And then who was the other one?
Or Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Yeah, see, that was a very oppressive society.
What was oppressive society? There's a lot of places around the world that's oppressive. It'll be specific. Oh, you're talking about the Middle East, right?
Maybe they just have to need a new character so that people don't get all in a brouhaha about the old characters.
We're almost done here. We're almost done here. This is so stupid. This entire thing is really stupid. But, I mean, okay, I kind of agree on that because I'd much rather have a brand new princess or a brand new queen that is a lesbian. I can deal with that. I don't want an already established character from whatever studio, from whatever franchise, animated or otherwise, from whatever director, from whatever story. Remake that character and just sexual orientation swap, like they would do race swap or whatever swap you can think of. Don't do that. Don't do any of that. Make your own original character and may have that character be from this and this country and this or that sexual orientation. That would be fine. I'd be fine with that.
Right.
And this new one comes so you can embrace it. Except, willingly.
That's fine. But a lot of bigots will just make a big deal out of it. Not that I'm saying that they're bigots. I'm not saying that. But they're still making a big deal out of it. They're still making a big deal out of this. Again, they admitted they have not seen the movie, like, at all. Okay, movies, as you say, because they made a few animated shorts and 2 movies already, so they admit it, they have not seen any of them.
Yeah, but then it'll end up being like a stereotype lesbian princess that, refuses to wear dresses, wears pants, and rides a Harley.
Again, they played copyright material here, folks. I mean, the music right here, they play the music part, which adds nothing to what they have already been discussing, so it's not like it's constructive criticism or anything. So it doesn't exactly fall into fair use, I guess you would say. But yeah, it basically ends here. This is this entire thing ends. Ugh. Why is this the only aspect of the character you're thinking of? Why is this the only thing you're thinking about when it comes to Queen Elsa? I don't get it. I mean, again, yes, it'd be one thing if she was actually lesbian. It's not that I would mind if she was, but even then, even if she was actually lesbian, that should not be the only thing about the character we should be focusing on. There's a bunch of factors that comes into, making a character. There's plenty of stuff that goes into here, like good script, screenwriting, dialogue, backstory, three-dimensional character, making her relatable, and there's like a bunch of stuff that goes into here. When it comes to writing, okay, what is this? What is this filmmaking 101? Come on. But anyway, I'll end it here. This video is long enough. So anyway, folks, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later. Don't mind me. I'm just going to bed. Ugh.